Welcome back, everyone, to GameZone Birdroom.
GameZone Birdroom.
Hello.
GameZone Birdroom.
And it's not the GameZone Birdroom without the birds. Well, we're back in lockdown again, or should I say lockdown light. Not as bad as what it was back in March. But hey-oh, it is what it is. I'm going to still produce me crack content. And what have I got for you today, guys? Well, it was a game I picked up recently. Been playing it a lot. And that's Marvel Superhero. So what's really cool about this game is the fact it's loosely based on this wonderful comic, The Infinite Gauntlet, which the film Infinity War is based on it as well. And cracking comic. Now let's have a look at the game. I guess you can call it sort of a sequel to X-Men Children of the Atoms, which basically is a very similar game. It's a fighting game with the X-Men characters. Another terrific game. Large, colourful sprites. X-Men. 10 different characters to choose from. But we're not here to talk about that game. We're here to talk about Marvel's superheroes. And this version, of course, is for the Sega Saturn. Originally started life in the arcades on Capcom's arcade system board CPS-2. The game was released in 1995, a year after X-Men Children of the Atom. No idea why, but it took 2 years for it to come out on the Saturn and the PlayStation in '97. Developed and published by Capcom, except for in Power Regions. It was Virgin Interactive that published the game. Eventually it would make its way to the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 in 2012. In options, you've got your usual things: difficulties, time limit, rounds, turbo speed, all that sort of stuff. And 10 characters to choose from: Spider-Man, Magneto, Juggernaut, Blackheart, Shuma Guroth, I think I'm pronouncing that right, Captain America, Psylocke, Iron Man, Hulk, Wolverine. So not a bad collection of characters to choose from. And I must say, this game looks awesome. So bright and vivid. Characters are nice and large. The control schemes is very simple to play. I mean, if you're a big fan of Street Fighter, then this game really is right up your alley. Backgrounds are really detailed as well, and a Saturn controller is so ideal for this game. All your punches on the top buttons, all your kicks on the lower. It's just mapped out so right for fighting games. As I said earlier, this is loosely based on the comic Infinity Gauntlet, where Thanos is collecting the Infinity Stones. And it makes for good mechanics, because once you have a stone you can use it and it gives you that power for a few short seconds to do some real damage to your opponent. So it's a nice little mechanic. Definitely a nice addition to the game. Oh no, I'm taking a Wolverine next. I'm gonna kill you, punk. Sorry, I had to do an impression of Wolverine. I'm not sure if these characters are being voiced by the people who did them in the cartoon. I do know all the characters in X-Men Children of the Atom were voiced by the people who done the X-Men cartoon series. So I don't know if this is the same. The fighting games Capcom were producing at this time were a real nice change from all the 3D fighting games that were flooding the systems. Not that they were bad or anything, they just looked quite similar. So it was nice that Marvel and Capcom sort of joined forces and were producing these bright, colourful, beautifully animated games to the arcade and to the, at that point, current game systems. Also, I like the fact that the levels were all layered as well. Like this, look at the bridge collapsing and falling into the water, and now the characters are splashing about. Really so nicely animated. Look at that, beat Wolverine up quite easy there. Simple challenge. Oh no, Hulk smash! Love the Hulk. One of my favourite Marvel characters. What a mismatch. Don't think Spider-Man would be able to beat the Hulk up this easy in the comics. But saying that, I have got 4 Infinity Stones. Shame I don't really know how to use them. Obviously there must be a combo you have to input to activate them. I'm more of a button bashing person. No sort of finesse to my gameplay. Just hit them buttons as fast as you can and hope for the best. It's interesting, this was one of the few games that took advantage of the 1 to 4 megabyte RAM card, and I'll talk about that a bit later in the video. Or Hulk's on danger. Come on. Look at that. I beat the Hulk up as easy as Thanos did in Infinity War. So who next? Who next can I beat? Oh, Captain America. Oh, Cap. I can't take you on. Got too much respect for you. Why, thank you, kind sir, but I'm gonna kick the crap out of you. Sorry, I do like to make my own silly little storylines up. So you have 2 big boss battles at the end. One is with Doctor Doom, and the other is, of course, Thanos. Who else would it be? The big bad of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. As Thor would say in Infinity War, "Bring me Thanos!" Classic line from a classic movie. Do enjoy my Marvel Cinematic Universe films. I think what they're doing with that series is just unreal. I mean, they're not all been hits, but the majority of them are really awesome films. Right, I'm going to shut up for a bit.
gauge it. Now it's showtime. Round one. Fight!
Damn you, Doctor Doom. Did take me a couple of attempts, but I managed to beat him in the end. And here he is, big bad Thanos. I've got to say, he definitely looked better and more menacing in the films than he does here. Not saying he looks bad or anything, but he just looks awesome in the film. Or should I say films? Totally kicking the crap out of him. Come on. I like the fact that each character has their own different ending. Gives it more replay value. So you're more likely to try and complete it again with a different character to see what their ending's like. I am beating the shit out of him. Even though he's got all 6 of the Infinity Stones, I am still kicking the crap out of him. This is how tough Spider-Man is. He's not even dressed in his Iron Spider suit. Just regular Spider-Man. And Thanos is going down. Couldn't live with your own failure. Where did it bring you? Back to me. Classic line from the Avengers Endgame. He had all the best lines. There we go, Spider-Man wins. Let's see what he got up to after this battle. Ah, what a beautiful ending. Brings a tear to my eye, it does. Right, let's get on to the next bit. This is the arcade version on my modded Xbox. And just look at the animation of Juggernaut when he's crouching down. You can see his hands moving. And this is what it looks like if you haven't got the 1 to 3 megabyte of RAM on the Saturn. Now watch carefully of Juggernaut. So when he crouches down, see, he's just not moving at all. So obviously they're missing frames. So if I put the 1 to 4 megabyte RAM cartridge on, this is what it looks like. See, it's got that same hand movement. Makes it almost arcade perfect. Well, near enough. Now for my final thought on Marvel Superhero for the Sega Saturn. What a quality, beautiful, vibrant, colourful game. Controls really well. As I said in my video, I got this for a steal. Usually goes for £40 to £60. I got this for 23, I think. Go back and look at the pickup. See what price I got it for. I think it was definitely on Amazon. But yeah, what a steal. I think it was £23. Hasn't got its manual, doesn't really bother me about that. But Sega Saturn is definitely the version you need to pick up. As I said, with the 1 to 4 megabyte RAM card, it's almost arcade perfect. I'll say 95% arcade perfect. Still a few frames missing, but what a hell of a game. Definitely worth picking up. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Button bash that like, subscribe, hit that little notification bell, and take it easy.
GameZone Birdroom.